The next video. Today we're doing all in the game, a Simeon mission with only 2 players. Um, we do set this up on hard difficulty. One of the reasons why you always want to set it to hard is because of the payout. If you notice, it's a 1.5 RP in cash times payout on the end uh, on the end payout. So basically, what that means is that for every uh, $1,000 that you earn in the mission, you get an extra 500. That's what that means. So, and if you go down to easy, you don't get any extra payout. It pays what it pays, and then normal, you only get a quarter of the actual payout. So that's $250 for every thousand that you make. So, of course, you want to go to the hard difficulty, which gives you the 500 for every thousand that you make. So basically, it takes a $10,000 payout and makes it a $15,000 payout. If that makes any more sense than what I said before. So, okay. So without further ado, here we go. Oh, and also one thing you can always check too. I forgot to mention this on previous videos. Is you have a leaderboard. Okay. This shows you your global position, where all your friends are at, and where you're at in your crew as far as placing goes. As you can see, I'm really high up there in the global, 1,496,328 to be exact. And my friends list, I'm number 6, and in my crew list, I'm also number 6. So, um, something you can always check, if you want to compete with your friends, stuff like that. Also, this goes towards beating crew members on these stats. Basically, placing higher than them actually adds to your overall crew rating because it completes crew challenges, basically. So, and whenever your crew completes challenges, your entire crew gets higher ranking in the world ranking of crews. So, because of all the challenges we've done, our crew, the 420C, is I think somewhere in the 100,000s with millions of crews. That's pretty impressive. So, there we go. Let's start this up. And again, I think I mentioned on previous videos, always start away from where you need to go. So it takes a little bit of time to get there. This only adds to the overall money that you get paid out in the end. And of course, some missions pay out higher than others. Simeon, the one we're doing now, is the lowest paying mission category, um, except for some of the new Simeon missions. Oh, so we gotta wait for a train. I spawned my car on the road way over on the other side of the train. Of course, you could just jump over it like I did, but my roommate did that too, Mike here. Alright, Mike, you drive. Oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna drive Mike's car. And we are going all the way back to town. If I remember right, the baller is kind of by the airport, which is actually closer to Gerald's apartment. So we'll just head over that way. Basically, from where we're starting at, it's just highway all the way there, so. And I think I've mentioned on a previous video, the reason why I start out from a distance away from where we need to go is to add time on the clock, because more time equals more money. But you want to be careful not to waste too much time. because if you take your overall total and divide it by how much time it took you, it can give you an average per minute payout if you do it right, if you do your math right. And you want to try to keep that per minute average as high as possible. So, and there are certain points where it just stops adding up. So if you take too much time, then you're just going to be wasting time. And in the time that you waited, you could have done a couple of other missions and got paid 2 or 3 more times and made that much more money. So had to slow down a little bit. I figured hitting that car was the fastest way to slow down, but especially in the rain. So and if a lot of people are wondering how I'm driving without hitting so much stuff, it's because I watch the environment, because the car will always stay in the same spot. It just turns side to side, but it stays centered on the screen. Oops. I'm just kind of driving and cruising along. I went past my mark by a big time. I'm heading to the airport instead of going to the mark, which is another reason why sometimes it's a good idea to set a waypoint. Okay, so now that we're here, we're going to stay in the armored Kuruma because, well, it's armored. And as you can see, with all those players, neither one of us took any damage. All right, Mike, go hop in that car and set off the wave of people coming after us, and we'll take those guys out, and then we'll get back in the baller. See, what we're doing now is by getting in the car, it'll set off any enemies that are going to start coming after us. Usually this street is full of them. For some reason, we're not getting any at all today. Ah, here they come. Well, one, I should say. Here comes one. And that's it? Nope. Okay, here we go. Here comes the other one. Or another one. Oh, and definitely practice your drive-by shooting if you're going to be in an armored Kuruma, because, I mean, you can't throw sticky bombs or grenades or anything like that. So, this is a low-level mission, so I'm assuming that's going to be all of them. Usually they only send a couple cars, but go ahead, Mike, and I'll follow you and make sure you don't get attacked. But it's also a good idea to do that so that when you're driving, the vehicle takes less damage. Because you don't have a bunch of cars trying to crash into you, and because when you're driving and shooting, the public tends to go haywire, and they just drive really erratic, and it's not fun. So doing it this way, and as you can see, he's not taking any damage on that repo car at all. I'm not sure if it actually adds to the overall payout or not, but I mean, Simeon always gives you this warning, don't damage the car, it comes out of your paycheck, but honestly, I don't really think it does. See, and you can follow the line, which will always take you on that side over there, or you can come up this way. And it actually lines you up for the parking spots.
Interesting, interesting. Well done.
There you go. All in the game, completed on hard difficulty, 2 players. And again, the payouts on Simeon missions, on the first Simeon missions, are pretty low. You get to some of the newer ones, and they can pay out as high as 20,000. So, but I'll get to videos on those later on. All right. Well, we'll catch you guys on the next video. You have a good day.